Okay, well, today I'm going to demonstrate GoodNotes. And GoodNotes is an annotation program, an app that is available on your iPad. It comes in two versions, a free version and then there's a paid version. The free version only allows you to have, I believe, 20 pages total, two documents. The paid version is unlimited. So just keep that in mind as you're using it. So I'm going to click first off on GoodNotes here. Now GoodNotes has a oops. Um, GoodNotes, you can't see it on the screen here, but it's arranged. You can arrange things in folders, in various folders and in various files. So I have two folders. Basically, the first folder is just GoodNotes, which are notes that I can take using the stylus on my iPad, and the second one is for economics in particular, and it's set up in a bookshelf type format, much like iBooks. There are some really good advantages to GoodNotes and some really interesting features to GoodNotes that I like personally, and they contrast with perhaps something another annotation app such as GoodReader. The first thing is, and you won't be able to see it necessarily in this tutorial on this screen, but when you project GoodNotes onto a sharp board, unlike some applications, GoodNotes is able to actually exceed what normally is the maximum area that an iPad is able to project on a sharpboard, so that you can actually project a document very large. It actually will take up the entire sharpboard. So that's one really neat feature, and one that I like a lot. You can pull any document from the cloud into GoodNotes, and you can do that in two ways. And the first way you can do that is by opening up that document, say in a Google Drive or a SkyDrive, and then hitting the icon to say open with, and then you can open it with GoodNotes. The other way is you can open it directly from GoodNotes, which is a nice feature. So GoodNotes has this button, it's a plus sign, and you just kind of find your drive, you pull it directly from there. GoodNotes converts everything into a PDF. So you can pull a Word document, you can pull a PowerPoint, and you can pull a PDF into GoodNotes. Now, one of the drawbacks to GoodNotes, though, especially if you want to put a PowerPoint in there, is that the functions of the PowerPoint don't necessarily translate in the conversion. What I mean by that is if you have any animations, or you have sort of the in one slide where information might come in at different rates as you click your clicker, and it kind of comes off down the screen. That'll get lost if because it gets translated, it gets converted into a PDF. So just kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, once you get a document into GoodNotes, right now what you're seeing on the screen is not what I'm seeing on my iPad. I think this is a really neat feature of GoodNotes, and that is I can manipulate documents on my iPad but the students don't see that. All they see on the Sharp screen is the document at hand. So what I have right now is my project packet, and that's what the students are seeing. The couple things once you get a document up that you can do. Well, the first thing is obviously you can annotate, and that means that you can use your stylus or your finger, but a stylus is more helpful, and you can pick from a range of colors and a range of thicknesses, and you can annotate directly onto a document. Okay? Let's put hi in there. The other thing you can do with GoodNotes that I really like, and I think you can do this with GoodReader also, but this is just a nice feature, is that you can zoom. Now right now on my iPad I actually have a zoom box, and I'm going to put the zoom box right over the Monday, October 14th due date. And you can't see that, but I can see it here, and I can zoom it really large, and what that allows me to do is to write in a small area and make it very neat. So let's say that I want to say, now it's not actually Monday, but it's Tuesday. So I have a zoom box up, and I can write Tuesday in there. Now normally, and it's kind of hard to see in this screen, but normally that might be very large, it might be kind of hard to write that. But because I have a zoom box, I can actually write in a normal sort of way, and it will very neatly project itself onto the Sharp board, onto the document. On these, I can obviously change colors if I'd like to. I don't know. I can put Wednesday here just because I can do that. I can also highlight if I want, and I can highlight. As you can see there, I highlighted the year. I can erase if I'd like to, just like any other sort of annotation. and so on. So that's the zoom box, and that's the function there. I can also skip pages. So right now on my iPad, I'm actually seeing the 12 pages of the document that I have uploaded. The students are still seeing the first page, and let's say that I want to go directly to where it delete policy for major assignments. I can just pop that right up there, and boom, you can see that. With GoodNotes, an interesting feature is that once you make a change, it's there. It sort of automatically saves. There is no sort of second document that's annotated, and original document, and a second document that's it's named something else that's annotated. Now this is a difference between GoodReader. I believe that Jim will be talking about GoodReader a little later. With GoodNotes, what you put is what's there. Now you can always edit it, clear it all out if you'd like. You can clear a page, but that's all there. If you want to now export that document that's edited up, say you want to put it on Moodle or Edline, you can do that very easily. There's a bunch of options for exporting. So you can export to your Google Drive, to your SkyDrive, and then you can pull it out from there from your PC or whatever computer that you're using. So that's kind of a cool function. Other interesting things that you can do is you can import objects, you can import pictures, you can import different documents and insert them within a larger document. So for example, let me just sort of do this real quick here. I'm going to import, I can import an image from my photos. So I go to my photos and I say, okay, I want to import some sort of image here. So let me just find an image that's appropriate. And so that so there you go. I just imported an image from the Charlie Brown Halloween special, right? Great Pumpkin. I can also, if I want to, and again, this is pretty cool, I can add a page above and a page below the current page I'm on. So if I want music paper, boom, I can put music paper on there, and that is going to be in between, say, pages 5 and 6 of whatever document I'm working on. And then I can proceed to mark up on this page anything I want, and it incorporates itself into that document, which I can then again upload back onto the cloud and put somewhere somewhere else, like Edline or Moodle or something like that. So that's a really cool feature. They have different other functions, a palm rest function, which I believe GoodReader and other annotated apps may have too, but it makes sure that you can write resting your palm on your iPad and it doesn't screw anything up. You can change, you can clear pages, you can search documents, and you can do various other things. It has the function of where you can make shapes, and it makes it circles and triangles and stuff like that, which probably isn't that novel, but it's still something to say is there. That's pretty much it. A couple more advantages of GoodNotes, or at least things that I like about GoodNotes, is that it's very simple to use. You can't see it on this tutorial, or this, you can't see it on this, but it doesn't have a ton of buttons. It's pretty simplistic once you know what the few functions do. It's very easy to maneuver around. It's very easy to get documents in and out of GoodNotes. It's organized very well in your folders. So that's sort of advantages things that I really like about GoodNotes, along with the fact you can make a document very large and manipulate that document without the student seeing it on the sharp screen. Some drawbacks, and this is sort of be the last part of this presentation. Some drawbacks to GoodNotes: it does cost money. If you want to use it for a class, it really is not really possible or pragmatic to use the free version, because you have such little space. So you do have, it does cost some money. Everything is converted to a PDF, which can be a drawback, because let's say you have a Word document and you put it on the GoodNotes, it converts it to PDF. If you then export that document back into the cloud, into your Google Drive or something to that effect, it is a PDF document. It is not a Word document anymore. So that may be a drawback. It does not annotate PowerPoints very well. The lost in translation thing I mentioned before. You cannot import Excel documents. So if that's an issue for you, then that could be a problem. And lastly, it doesn't have as many features as, say, GoodReader does. GoodReader does have a lot more features that you can do, a lot more manipulation that you're able to do on a document. So that may be a drawback if you want to do like pop-up notes or arrows or something like that. So anyway, that's about it. Thank you.